Douglas, I come close to killing you a couple of times when we were younger. Saddens me I didn't.
Can you imagine a man who owns all that? Oh, and mines, too. I forgot to mention them. All that. And he's begrudging poor people a measly 160 acres.
That right, Mr. McLintock? You begrudge us a little free land?
There's no such thing as free land. You make these homesteads go, you'll have earned every acre of it. But you just can't make them go on the Mesa Verde. God made that country for buffalo. Serves pretty well for cattle. But it hates the plow. And even the government should know that you can't farm 6,000 feet above sea level.
Any trouble, Mr. McLintock?
No trouble, Jeff.
How about you, Douglas?
Douglas? Just plain Douglas, eh? And you call him Mr. McLintock. Why?
Well, Douglas, I guess it's because he earned it.
Mr. McLintock?
Yeah?
I'm a good hand with cattle, Mr. McLintock. I'd like a job.
Well, you look strong enough. You come in with those Sooners?
Well, yes, sir, but we don't have a homestead and...
Can't use you.
Tough life, ain't it, Sonny?
Hell, ain't much future in being a farmer around these parts.
Ladies, this is the finest Chantilly lace available anywhere.
Chantilly, Mr. Birnbaum.
Well, believe me, it's the best. Oh, excuse me, please. Look around. Take your time. Drago, I got 1,000 Havana cigars and 12 of those hats for you over there.
Them fair big hats ain't gonna last long the way some folks have been dipping into that red eye these days.
Uh-oh. Good morning, G.W.
Good morning. I stole some stick candy.
Please, help yourself. Come on in. Davy, you can forget about saddling up the horse. Come in here.
Problem?
Yes.
Well, if I were blacks, I'd move Queen's Bishop to King 4.
Yeah, you might be right. You know, I was just starting to work this out when the letter came.
Letter?
What happened? Don't you want it? Morning, Mr. McLintock.
Morning, Davy.
You being here saved me a trip. Oh, that hat and suit of clothes you picked out for my birthday? Well, instead of this cowboy hat, I'd like to have this one. If it's, all right with you, sir.
Oh, it's all right with me, Davy. Of course, that looks like the kind of a hat a fella'd wear down Main Street to start a fight.
Oh, I don't need a city hat for that. All I have to do is walk down the street and some wiseacre will call me an Indian, and just like that, the fight's on.
Davy, the letter, it's for you. And you are an Indian.
Yes, I know I'm an Indian. But I'm also the fastest runner in town. I've got a college education, and I'm the railroad telegrapher. But does anybody say, hello, college man, or hello, runner, or hello, telegrapher? No, not even hello, knothead.
Davy.
It's always, let the Indian do it.
Will you go out in the store and help the ladies?
All right. I'm also bookkeeper, part-time clerk. Always let the Indian do it.
The lady brought that out here this morning, asked for it to be taken out to the home ranch for you. Handsome lady, kind of tall with red hair. Called me Mr. Birnbaum, just as if she'd never seen me before, and as if that veil that covered her face would keep me from recognizing her. I thought she was in New York or Europe or someplace.
So did I.
Jake, you better throw on a couple of extra cases of the boss's favorite bourbon. That stuff sure gets used up fast out at our place.
Which reminds me, you better start tapering off.
Catherine's in town.
Katie?
Mr. Clifford.
Morning, Mr. McLintock.
Good morning.
Good morning, Matt.
Pomeroy,
Morning, GW.
what are you doing in here? Why aren't you out at the desk?
Helping out the bartender.
Yeah, I see a busy day. Give me the key to room 17.
What?
17, and don't advertise it.
Here they come, Mr. McLintock.
Set 'em up.
Beer, whiskey.
Day off?
Off day.
Wonder what he's so preoccupied about. Haven't you heard? No, what? Katie's back in town. Katie? Yes, dear.
The social arbiter. Well, hi, Sonny.
Good morning.
Oh,
He sure is a quiet one.
Mr. McLintock, I don't want to bother you.
I'm sorry, boy. I told you, no job. Catherine.
George Washington McLintock. I thought you'd want this.
First dig of this spur. But who am I to upset your plans? Don't you feel kind of silly?
I never feel silly.
It's because you have no sense of humor. Why couldn't we sit down in the hotel dining room and talk about whatever it is you want to talk about? Or why couldn't you just come over to the house?
And have everybody know that we're meeting.
Everybody knows, and what's the difference? We're married.
That is something I should like to change.
You know the answer, Katie. That isn't why you sent for me. Let's get to the rat killing.
That's just the kind of remark that's always endeared you to me.
Let us open the discussion.
Very well. Our daughter is coming home in a few days. Rather, she's coming here. It was just a slip of the tongue that made me refer to this ugly hamlet as home.
Our daughter. Is it so hard to say her name? It's Becky.
Rebecca! I hate that name. Anyway, she's coming home. And I hope to persuade you to let her live with me. Part of the time in the capital, part of the time in New York, and, of course, Newport during the season.
You're whistling in the wind, Katie.
If she stays here, she'll become just as crude and as vulgar as all of this
And
country.
if she goes your way, she'll be all show and no stay.
Oh,
No go, Kate.
I hate you. Oh, how I hate you.
Half the people in the world are women. Why does it have to be you that stirs me?
Animal.
That's the story. I saw your picture in the paper at the governor's ball. You were dancing with the governor.
At least he's a gentleman.
I doubt that. You have to be a man first before you're a gentleman. He misses on both counts.
Hey, Sonny, you gonna ask him again?
Nope.
Hey, boy, you gotta pocket your pride. You gotta beg. You better listen to an expert, Sonny. I'm telling you, you got to grovel. Human nature gets him every time.
Mister, leave me alone.
Everybody does it one way or another.
About that job, Mr. McLintock.
I already told you, son, I've got no